doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down, just slow down, just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. Turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand where I can see that. You know you got to turn up to keep 'em begging for. I set my soul on fire, offer you my love, and I build a house of dirt and bone from the ground. You talk it like you needed it all your life. If you want it, baby, you can have it all. But then you better turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you better turn up and put your hand where I can see that. You know you got to turn up to keep 'em begging for. Baby, don't lose your way. Baby, don't make mistakes. You're gonna learn to fight many days in so many ways. Ain't nothing gonna shake me, 'cause you'll always be my baby. Ain't nothing more I want than you, my love. That's what you really want. Must be what you really want. If that's what you really want, my love. I said you better turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and play your cards where I can see that. You know you got to turn up to keep 'em begging for. Oh Lord, it's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Now Lynch on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
On second down, here's Lynch. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. On third down, Lynch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it again with Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try and sneak it here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games,
looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kamari Russell. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and felt there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Detroit!
And the D looking like they may blitz. A first down carry now for Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now it's Miller, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now he's going to send this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Lynch. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Lynch now throwing on third. Buying time who's left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They come out here in the eye. Now Bernard able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On second down, Lynch. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
No, Jack, Patriot!
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. In motion is Fedorowicz. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Lechler.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he will find his man on the outside. Oh, he slipped right by him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Lynch. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Lynch to throw. Looking deep for LaFell. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon LaFell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. To the left side here for Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's Lynch. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To throw is Lynch. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And now Lynch being chased out left. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
In motion right is Hopkins. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll drop the throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first time. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for Bernard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. With 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon LaFell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That one goes for 24 yards. Completed pass, but the O-line, they're a little thankful because their quarterback got hit hard.
You ever notice, Brandon, that after the quarterback takes a big hit, the first guy to him is the offensive lineman that allowed it? Sometimes you throw that lookout block, and then you breathe a sigh of relief that your quarterback's okay. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
In motion is Fedorowicz.
Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Over. No. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough starting field position here. They'll begin here with Bernard. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd, surveying the field. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Wide open receiver complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll look, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on off.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Darren Waller His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back to throw here. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And they just...
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it here with Bernard. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Past the 20. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. Here's Bernard. Shreds the tackle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy sometimes.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon LaFell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they're operating in the red zone. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a play fake here on first down. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll go with the ground attack here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they'll go on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards.